Hello and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2015. I'm Big D, and we've got a lot going on. This is episode 10, finally. Haven't had a chance to record here lately. Gotten really busy with work. Had a long week, worked all weekend, so kind of makes it somewhat prohibitive sometimes to do some recording if you've got a lot of work on the weekend going on. Which I did, so there we go. At any rate, I'm back to record this episode with you guys, and here we've got in this episode we're going to take a look at a mod that I thought was really cool, and also we are going to set up Courseplay for the hay production, which involves grass. So we're going to set those things up for you today, show you how to do that stuff, and we're swiftly moving towards the cow husbandry side of the business, if you will. So stick it out with me, and we'll go ahead and get started. First things first, notice here we've got a high demand for silage at the biogas plant, so 2738 times 1.7. I've got quite a bit of silage production going, and so that is working out really well. Also, we did expand our farm by the one field on field 14, so there's that as well. All right, so let's get out of this thing. Good God! All right, so this is the mod I picked up. This is a 1966, I believe, Chevy. We'll pull it up here in the description. Chevrolet C10, 1966. Has a 210 horsepower, 2700 widget capacity. Will hold anything that you want to put in it, and the model looks absolutely fantastic. So here we go. If you look here, it is. I went with the red for the one that I picked. It's got Alberta plates on it. Looks pretty neat. You've got the wooden panels there bracketing the bed. That's pretty cool. If you enter, let's take a look, see how it sounds. It's got a really rich sound to it, which is very awesome. It's got lots of controls. You can lock it. You can also open the doors, so you can open both doors. You can do the windows, do the trunk, which is the tailgate, and the hood. We'll go ahead and get out of the truck here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, not the greatest detailed modeling in the world, but it's better than I can do, so I'm not complaining. So it looks pretty good there. The interior of the truck is very sharp. It was very well done. If you look at the inside here, it's a little dirt on it. I did experiment earlier with it, so all in all, good looking truck. Very excited to have it here on the farm. And it's a very welcome addition. So we got the doors shut here. Let's take it out for a spin. Boy, she sounds like an old truck too. Oops, we'll just ramp it off of here then, huh? She kind of steers like an old truck. Not the greatest steering in the world, but not bad. Oh, looks like we got some corn ready. Max is out at 57 miles per hour. So got some get up and go. So not bad. So yeah, every farm needs an old farm truck. And this farm is no different. So we got ourselves a nice old farm truck, and we're gonna check this thing out later because I want to show you guys something, hopefully before the end of the episode. So stay tuned for that. All right, so let's move quickly into some hay bale, or some hay bale production. All right, so we've got our grass field here. All right, So what we're gonna do is we are going to set up some Courseplay. So first things first is we are gonna cut some grass. So we'll start about here. This is where the field kind of started, and then we'll just disable the grass pickup. I'm using this for the sake of time, as far as you know, using this to cut the grass. It's faster than a regular mower, or you know, with the mowers on the tractors. I just wanted to get ahead of things as best I could, to speed things up, so I could showcase this for you guys. So yeah, it's kind of cheaty to use this. I wish it was a little bit more expensive. I mean, but in the name of science, you know, they went with $100. So I will say that their science experiment went really well. So there, that should, all right. I should be able to now just kind of go through uninhibited and get this grass cut. So yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I recorded. Just a lot of stuff at work, very busy, and you know, doing this does take some time and effort. You know, so I applaud some of the guys that are bigger, that continue to work their full-time day jobs on top of YouTubing. I'm very much aware of that. That it's hard work. So you know, so you know, if you see any tubers out there and you like watching YouTube videos, you know, show them a little support, because you know, it is hard work. Even though we are playing games, but to try and be as entertaining as possible, and you know, doing all of like the editing and such. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world, especially if you don't have a background in like graphic design or anything like that. Like I know I've got some work to do with my channel art, kind of spruce that up a little bit. I've got the recording stuff, I think, figured out. I can upload in 1080p, but I usually just do 720. I record, you know, 30 frames per second, because that's what YouTube uploads at. So there's no reason to, at least not for farming sim, to record at any faster rate. At least until you know, some of the maybe FPS games. If I start doing some of those, you know, want to go all dramatic with some slow motion, you know. My recording software will go to 120 frames per second, so that'll be really good for that slow motion stuff. Still need to get a better video editor so that these videos are produced with a quality that is deserving of your attention. So I'm still kind of looking out there to see what's going to be best. It still might be something simpler versus something a little bit more complicated that does more, because I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. So anyways, we've got the grass mowed. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, I guess, and you know, just for the sake of time, because I do want to show you guys how to do this, and I need to take you guys somewhere where I did some work there in the logging area of the map, if you will. That I think is going to be really cool to show you guys. So anyways, you've got your tedder here. So when you do grass for silage, I'm sorry, I do apologize, grass for baling, you need to first cut the grass, and then after you cut the grass, you need to go through and use this tedder to basically flip it so that it's dry. It dries the grass. So this thing will go through and toss your grass for you and dry it all up. So I do this on a manual basis, or you could set up a Courseplay to do this if you want to automate this process. This isn't a very large field to do this in, so I just kind of do it all natural, if you will. But you can set up Courseplay for this if need be, or if you would like. So yeah, there's that. So we'll go through and ted this grass real quick. It's going to be a couple swipes anyway, so it's not a big field. I actually I inadvertently turned this into a grass field. I did not mean to do that, but I did. So I do. So I was kind of upset when I did it, and then I'm like, you know what? You know, I'm kind of moving away from some of the grain production and getting into the animal stuff with the cows coming soon to the farm. It's just kind of like, well, you know, I've got what I've got. You know, I am still on the mission that I set out to own all the fields and basically have the equipment to run everything, run all the fields in an efficient manner. But once your farm gets so big, you've always got something to do. You know, whether it's baling or harvesting or tending to your animals, there's always something to do. Or just, you know, upkeep, you know, cleaning your equipment or whatever. So there's always something to do. So yeah, we are just about done with this here. Looks like we've got about one more pass after this one, and then I'm gonna pull up some. I'm gonna have to grab some equipment and bring it over. You'd think if I knew what I was doing, I'd have kind of pre-staged this stuff, but just goes to show that I'm no expert. So, all right, last pass here. Well, last pass, and maybe there's gonna be a little strip over here that I'll have to make sure I get, so I'll do that. Maybe I cut it a little wide, and that's why I'm, oops, sorry. So, alright, I'm gonna do some off-camera work here to bring some equipment over, and I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. So the first way I'm going to show you how to do this is to go through and do this manually, i.e. manually record your course. So first things first is you got to have a waiting point at the beginning of the field and at the end of the field. So here is going to be the waiting point. So start course recording, waiting point. All right, great. Now you'll go through and start to windrow your field and set it all up nice and neat. Like I said, this is going, the manual recording method is going to save exactly what your track is. So you want to make sure that you do this as best as you can, so as to not mess everything else up, you know. So because once you save this, you know, and apply this to your other tools, i.e. your baler, it's going to basically, your baler is going to follow the same track, and so is your bale trailer. So yep, this is I wouldn't say that it's more difficult way of doing things as far as creating your courseplay for your grass baling, if you will, but it's a little bit tougher than just, you know, using the field boundaries like we did in the straw bales, and doing that bit. So yeah, the first time through it's going to be a little bit more tedious to do this and to make sure that it's right. But it will be well worth it if we succeed at creating Courseplay using this method. So yeah, a couple more rows here and we will be good to go. I do have a few days off coming up here real soon, which I'm really excited because I do love my job, but you know, working through the weekend sometimes can be a drag. So being able to have some time off of work to do some of this stuff is going to be great. I still have some research I need to do. As far as, like I said earlier in the video, just video editing, channel art, just, you know, just trying to create a good product for you guys. It's very, very hard work. Plus trying to come up with episodes for you guys, you know, and being able to highlight something, you know, because I want to be able to do something for you guys or show you guys something every time I do this. You know, I don't want this necessarily to be just, you know, just gameplay, if you will, and, you know, nothing interesting about the episode. I always want to bring something, be it a mod or just a general, you know, just something in gameplay that, you know, if you're a visual learner, like, I want to help you do things on your farm. So, all right. Anyways, so there we've recorded our Courseplay. You got to put, for field work, you need a waypoint at the beginning of the field and at the end of the field. I say again, you need a wait point at the beginning and at the end. So you see up top of the tractor, I did go ahead and put a waypoint in there. Now, you want to save this Courseplay. So we're going to do that, and we're going to save this as Baling, something like that. All right, Baling, great. I don't even know that I spelled it right, but at any rate, we get the idea. So now we're gonna see if it works or not. So we'll go over here and grab this baler over here. Alright, so far so good. It seems to be following the course that has been prescribed via my manual recording, and so hopefully this is going to be successful. Whether or not it is, we'll find out. I'll have confidence once we get around to this second row here. If it's following the path, then I'm going to be fairly happy. Yes, the chance you take sometime is when the hell is it going to drop the bale of hay or straw or whatever you're baling? Because what I always seem to think is that it just like drops it at the end of the path. Like, oh, there we go. That one got caught a little bit, but that seems to be working fairly well. So let's look here for, what I need to find is the trailer. I do believe, actually, you know what? I think I know where they're all at. Let's, there's a Magnum. There's that Magnum. I feel like there should be one more. Yeah, there we are. So I am going to borrow you. So, yep. So yeah, you can see here I had a field half sown and quit the game and forgot to sow the other half before I quit the game. So here we are. So we, you know, have the field half sown. You know, since I do have a day job, I can't do things like turn the wilt off or do things or anything like that, because I would lose crops all the time. This was something I did every day as my full-time job, then maybe I would just, you know, I'd have better opportunity to do that for you guys. But it's just hard at this point to, you know, increase the realism, if you will. I kind of have to expedite things to fit around my work schedule, which that's quite all right. All right, so I went ahead and put the seeder there, and we're going to go ahead and grab the trailer. I'm trying to clean this up a little bit. Some of the equipment on my farm was somewhat scatterbrained as far as where I was putting it, so trying to bring some order into this, into where I put my stuff on the farm, so that some of the purists don't get so upset. It's a working farm, so there's equipment all over the place, but maybe there'll be a showcase episode to kind of highlight all of the equipment I own in my fleet versus the size of the farm. So there you see the baler working the last of the hay baling. Let's load that there. Great. And then we're going to it's over here. 2.5 meters to the left. All right, great. All right, so it looks to me as if, oh, drive now, stop, driver. Oh, that's why. All right, drive. That's very random there, Courseplay. Let's try that again. There's no reason why it should have done that. I did just recently get an update for the game, so maybe it's just kind of going wonky. No, that's not what we're doing. Let's see what he's doing here. And this is what you get with Courseplay sometimes, is it just... Alright, straighten out, guy. No. Okay, we're just gonna do laps. Stop. First waypoint. Alright. Alright, so start the course at first waypoint. Great. Alright, so it looks like it's following the track. 2.5 meters. Thank you. Alright, great. Let's go ahead and grab this other tractor. Oh, good lord. We're gonna stop the driver, back him up, unload the baler. Ah, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. All right. The baler is unloaded. And we're going to X out of that. So I didn't load the Courseplay behind this where it just where it will as far as the bell picker upper. I didn't load the Courseplay where it's going to basically deliver it to the farm over to the cow husbandry area. I do have that set up, but I didn't load it on that because I just simply wanted to show you guys basically how to do that manually record your track, follow it around, as long as you've got the proper equipment with the proper settings. You should not run into any issues. You know, you just got to look at all of your different settings, whether you're how you're starting your Courseplay and such. I simply fixed that one issue by starting the Courseplay at the first waypoint rather than the nearest one. And sometimes that's what you need to do. So you gotta kind of mess with your settings. But still, if this were a bigger field, you know, you could basically, you know, start the one and then start the other if you have everything staged. And in short order, you can basically have this, you know, a sizable portion of your field grass cut, everything baled up, and everything being good to go. So that's very exciting. Now, I did want to show you another method, if you will, of recording or of setting up your Courseplay to chop some grass. So we've got the tedder on here, so you can kind of shortcut this even more, which is absolutely amazing. I actually want to see what this trailer will do about. Whoa, okay, just overlook that last bell, no problem. All right, great. Yeah, it's gonna say you're done. Fantastic. All right, great. So now we know that's done. Okay. So we'll use the somewhat cheaty method, but only because it's a little bit wider. So if you guys wanted to do this, I have nothing against saving yourself a little bit of time for the sake of being able to play more. So there is a little bit of grass here. The grass here is a little bit shorter, but what you can do is you can set up Courseplay to do field work. Go like this, field edge path, all right, 38, because I did grass over this whole field. So, oh, never mind. I thought it would work. It doesn't anymore because it will not detect the field path. So, something I thought that we could do, but no, never mind. But what you can do, the other aspect of this I wanted to show you is show you the working width. It's 7.8 meters. All right, great. Let's open this up, and I want to show you guys something because this is pretty neat. So you can basically go through, cut the grass, and ted it at the same time. There's no grass to cut, so let's back up a little bit. But we'll go over here and alright, so let's go down this path here just to show you guys. So basically you can kind of go through and cut your grass and do your tedding at the same time, so then you could basically do two steps at once. So I thought that was an awful interesting option with this mod that you could do. So yeah, anyways, so there's that. Now there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys this episode. So we are going to get in farm truck. We'll use the new truck here. All right. Oh, let me check on one more thing. I want to see how this guy's doing down there. All right. Seems to me like he is doing all right. We've got quite a bit of silage there and quite a bit of demand, so we are going to sell it like it's going out of style. Anyways, let's get back on the road here. All right, so I wanted to take a trip up here to the forestry area because I wanted to show you guys something. One of the most rewarding things is about farming sim and about simulators in general is being able to do something, take something that you create and watch it mature over time, if you will. So it is a very rewarding feeling to do certain things in the game and to see it grow. So let's go in here. All right, so in this area here I planted some trees, some little seedlings quite some time ago, and you can kind of see where I planted because the rows are fairly straight, if you will. Those trees grow to be pretty tall. Now if someone knows for sure how many days it takes for one of these trees to mature, that would be good to know, because you know, just to kind of tell your cycle as far as how long it takes, because they look pretty tall. Now they're not the thickest logs, but they are pretty. I mean, they're extremely tall. And if you look here, let's bring the truck along. This camera is a little sensitive, so I don't like using the exterior view on the truck. But anyways, let's get out of here. So I did take and plant some trees all the way through here. I did plant a row on this side as well, and then planted that patch there because I wanted to have something close. If I felt like doing some logging, I wanted to be able to do it close to where the selling point for logs was, or is still, which is right through here. So if I could just basically come through. It's a pipe. Sorry, I just noticed that pipe coming down for the first time. So anyways, so I guess, and from the looks of the train, it looks like you can sell wood chips here as well. So I figured if I wanted to sell some logs, it's a lot easier to just basically cut them down there, chop them up, and then just drive them around the train, and then use the train, send it off. And then if you use the train and send off stuff, oh good God, sorry about that, guys. You basically are able to make more money and do it fairly quickly. So a decent horn. So at any rate, I want to thank you guys for tuning into episode 10 of Farming Sim 2015. It's hard to believe that we are already at 10, even with the break that I took. So I am excited about being able to do some of these. We're pretty well done as far as the Courseplay tutorials are concerned. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes where I set up different Courseplay, please go through and check those out. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in to my Farming Simulator series. Thank you so much. Keep hitting play, and happy farming.